Part 1. Interview. You will be asked 8 questions. Listen to each question and respond after the tone. Look at the timer to see how much time you have to give your answer. Can you tell me your full name?
My full name is Olvar Uriel Mireles Briones.
How do you spell your surname?
My surname has been spelled by U-R-I-E-L. Uriel.
Where are you from?
I come from a city called Torreón, Coahuila, which is about 500 miles away west from Monterrey.
What do you like most about your hometown?
What I like the most about my hometown is that there is a specific type of people which always want to create and experiment new things.
What's your job?
My job right now is as being a student. Right now I'm studying at the Tecnológico de Monterrey in Campus Laguna, while I'm studying engineer in industrial physics, which I expect to be my career when I graduate.
What exactly does your job involve?
Mainly, right now what I do is to study and research and develop different type of abilities in order for me to recreate or transcend in a very different way, so I can be better in the near future.
What made you decide on this kind of work?
The reason why I decided to pick the industrial physics career is because physics is one of my best topics to learn and to explore, since there are many different type of uses and there is still a lot of work to be done in this type of area, which will help.
How do you use English in your work?
Well, mainly the uses of English in my job will be in the research type of papers, which mostly are written in English. Speaking, writing, and reading in English is an essential ability for researchers in scientific stuff.
Part 2. Reading aloud. You will see 8 sentences on the screen. Read each sentence aloud after the tone. Look at the timer to see how much time you have to give your answer. Question 1.
This is the latest version of the plan.
Question 2.
These are the minutes of the last committee meeting.
Question 3.
Sales have risen faster than expected over the last quarter.
Question 4.
I will give you a summary of the figures at the end of my talk.
Question 5.
Mr. Bond apologizes for not being able to attend to the reception.
Question 6.
Permission to develop the land must be gained in advance.
Question 7.
Dr. Clark would like you to phone her back before 3 o'clock.
Question 8.
The design should follow the guidelines set out in the tender specifications.
Part 3. Presentation. You will have 1 minute to talk about a topic. First, you have 40 seconds to read the task and prepare what you are going to say. You will then be given 1 minute to speak. Please begin speaking now.
For me, I would like you to know which is the best office to work in. I will talk about where the office should be, what the office should look like, and what type of facilities the office should have in order to be the best. First, I want to tell you that the best place for an office to be is to be near green areas and an accessible place, like the center of the city. That way, it will be easier for us to be comfortable and contact. The office should look always clean, neat, and nice, since it's the best way for us to work. And the facilities we should offer in an office in order for it to be perfect will be those facilities in order to have and increase the potential and productivity of the staff. Summarizing, the best office will have to be on a place in green areas, look nice and clean, and have facilities to improve business staff. Thanks.
Part 4. Presentation with graphics. You will have 1 minute to talk about some visual information. First, you have 1 minute to look at the task and prepare what you are going to say. You will then be given 1 minute to speak. Please begin speaking now.
By the data given in the graphs, we can say and analyze what will be the PEPCO exports on the last years from 2005 to 2007. The mainly thing we can observe is that the exports we have made to Japan have steadily decreased in the last years, being from a 75% to a 50%. Among the other exports, Brazil have increased from 2005 to 2006 and steadily became the same percent as Canada with a 25% on 2007. Otherwise, Canada has remained stable in the number of exports from 2005 to 2007, and now we have an increase of 10% by 10% in 2007. That will be it.
Part 5. Communication activity. You will imagine you are in this situation. You have 40 seconds to read the task. How important do you think the location of a conference is?
The location is one of the main and most important things to consider before arranging a conference, since it has to be in a place which is accessible for most of the people, including the staff, the employees, and the people who will be giving the conference.
What equipment should a good conference center have?
Mainly, the equipment required for a conference are those like the projector, the speakers, and a computer and technology equipment in order to exploit and recreate a better conference for the audience.
What catering facilities do you expect to find in a good conference center?
The catering facilities you should expect on a conference are those who are needed and supplied by the audience and the speakers. By that we can have an influence like those facilities. Yes.
What makes a good conference speaker?
The main and most important thing for a conference speaker is to be prepared and to have confidence in what's the topic he or she is going to talk about during the conference, while having visual aids and having a good interaction among the audience in order for them to catch the message.
What is the ideal length of a good conference?
We must know, and we know, conference shouldn't last more than 20 minutes, since speaking will be boring and it starts to lose memory on our brain. So, my opinion is that the best successful conference is to be among 15 and 20 minutes.
That's the end of the Bulats speaking test.